Well, welcome back. I told you guys I was going to put this cab on that chassis this week. I'm in a bit of a predicament. I thought I'd just move it over there real quick and we'd get to work on it over there. Once this happened, I thought you guys might want to see how this turns out. Now, I did a video. This is my second one. I did a video on installing this drip rail seal, and that went really well. Except it's a slow and tedious process. So it took 46 minutes or whatever. That's way too long of a video on that. So I'm going to have to do some editing. You guys know how I am about editing. So you'll see that video later. Yep, I said it already. That's going to be later. But it turned out great. I can show you that when I get it on the truck if I don't bend something up. We're going to scrape something because I'm doing this alone. All the tar on the bottom. Hopefully not a rocker because that's painted. But we're going to scratch something. That's just life of moving things, especially alone. If you have help, you might not scratch anything, or you might scratch more. If you know, you know. And you might get hurt. So sometimes doing things alone is safer. Again, if you know, you know. I'm not going to elaborate. So this is amazing to me. This cab doesn't weigh that much. I think I referenced a refrigerator once before. Yeah, heavy. You're not going to just grab it, lift it up, walk around with it. But as far as lifting parts of it like this front, I mean, it don't weigh nothing. I mean, it's holding up there, but I mean, as far as it's not like I'm moving a 50-ton piece of machinery. So lift it up a little more to clear my lift, and I have to kind of do a do-si-do on there because this is the front and the chassis, which is behind it, is facing this way. But that's all kind of what I planned anyway, because this is a little more clear floor, although I just seen some debris. Now on these steel wheels for your engine hoist or crane or whatever you want to call it, those will get stuck on any little rock, any little piece of debris, even a wood shaving. I've swept up a lot of this, but I forgot to get this part right in here. Yeah, I forgot. I said it. Always meaning to do more, do more. Okay, that's all we need to do. Let's get to the exciting part. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid it. You can tell. Today, I don't know, Black Glove Day. Well, I got blue ones right there. You guys can see better if there's something I gotta point at. I already got my hand dirty because I didn't have my gloves on earlier. All right, got my gloves on. You guys remember that? By the way, I was wearing my leather gloves earlier just to kind of keep my old man hands getting scuffed up. You never know. I wear them a lot. And I had just done, I don't know if you can see the bend in this. I should show you that. I was cutting and welding this. A good idea. Something you might think about doing yourself. I don't know. If you got the metal and the time, metal's getting expensive. It might not be the thing to do for everybody. But I had this rusty piece that I haven't sanded and painted. Well, it was straight, but my engine hoist crane won't go that high. I guess what I mean is when I start getting in close, I'm going to bang the arm on this by the time I get where I need to be. And then sometimes it lifts so high you're too tight to the whole thing. So there's no room for a cab or some other things you might move. Understand though, if you do this kind of thing, you're putting your weight out farther. And I still have 2 more notches. I could go even farther out. It doesn't extend the bottom leg, so it gets tippy. I've seen guys add weights to the back. Good idea. You could put extensions on the bottom legs. But remember, whenever you modify something like this, you could be making it dangerous. It was set up in such a fashion to pass safety codes, if you will. I don't know if we have a safety code on them, but in order to sell a product, you need to have it safe. Once you do this kind of tomfoolery, or gene duckery, it could be dangerous, but I think it looks cool. So let's get this moved up, spun around and over there. And I think I had you in the best spot before, but I wanted to show you this. Engine crane, I don't know what you call it. Customization. All right, I think you can pretty much Watch me dance around right there. Wow, I don't know what to do. You guys got to be back a little farther. I'm trying not to make a 20-hour video out of this. But by the time I get over here to the truck, so you can see me here, hard to see me over there. There's where you need to be. Let's get this show on the road. I don't like its angle right now. And it is pumping kind of hard, about like a small block Chevy engine. Not any harder than that, but it means it is heavy. Let's go higher when we get closer. I'm sure it's not going to fall. I should tell you, I've got these two lifting straps. These are official lifting straps. I've got them hooked around some metal holes that I could loop them through on the firebox. And in the back, I ran underneath where the seatbelt bolts are at. So it's pretty secure, other than my loopy knot at the top. It may not be the greatest, which is where all the weight's at right now. These don't have much on them. Well, that one, a little bit. Let's get them back ones at twang. That'd be fun. Just curious. Let's see. Let's hear them. One. Not much there. Ooh. Did you hear that? I don't know. That's like a G string on a guitar. Anyway, I'm not fond of that. It's a little more weight on one strap than I hoped for. Here we go. I don't know where to grab it. Oh, I didn't strap it around the doors because the weight would be on the drip rails, and I just sealed them, so I don't want to chance that. All right, enough talking. Let's make something happen. Right or wrong? Come on, baby. Don't make me look stupid now. Yeah. Hey, look. I think I hit one of them little stones. All right. Well, pulling is not the hard part. It's either pulling or pushing them. It's touching something. Oh, okay. Not bad. Just a little bit. The rocker at the very bottom is touching the leg. And I think if I went higher, it would still touch. But let's lift it a little more just because maybe it won't. I don't like it banging on there. I said I was going to scratch some paint. I know. I prefer it to be undercoating, easier to fix. Let's see if we can do this somewhat smoothly. Probably not. Come on, old girl. 1968 here. What's it? 56-year-old cab. It doesn't appear anybody's dropped it on the floor before me, so let's not make it a first, okay? Hey, that's going. It ain't banging on nothing. Is anybody as nervous as me? I know Didi Speed Shop does this kind of stuff every week. I know, dropping names, whatever. But he'll pull a motor. Yeah, I'm hung up on a little lip on the floor. He'll pull a motor every week, I swear. I haven't seen him do a whole lot of cabs, but a few. Oh, I don't like that at all. Got hung up. Now, I could reach under there and grab the end of that. I'm sure it would move easily. I'm not sure it's the safest thing to do. I want to at least be a little safe. I'm out here alone. So maybe we can hook it with a hammer. We ain't got to put our... If anything, you're going to reach under something dangerous, well, it should be your bad arm. Definitely not your head. Advice on how to be dangerous. Yeah, that's not what I know. Folks, don't do this at home. Highly trained professional here. Yep, that's not going to work. Even though I just said I'm a highly trained professional. Just don't do what I do. Try to be a little smarter about stuff. Old fence post with a hook. I mean, this might work. I'm just spitballing, folks. Flying by the seat of my pants. All right, come on, girl. You got to go over that hump. That was scary. Oh, that's going to do it. All right, 1, 2, free. All right, maybe I'll do it on 3 instead of free. 1, 2, 3. No, that didn't work. Let's just do it. That was exactly the way I planned it. No, it wasn't. But it worked. All right, we're getting closer. I don't remember how I was doing that. I think I'll just keep the push game going. rotate that right on around. I do not like that bumping. I know you guys are like, I'm in a hurry. I don't want to watch this all day. But I don't. When you're banging on metal, you'll chip paint a lot easier than if you just push on metal. So let's just at least put some cushion around this. I'm probably wasting my time, but nobody on them fancy shows does this. Everything just goes perfect for them. Huh, can't even hear it bumping now. I don't know where it's going. All right. I told you I'd get this cab on today. We're halfway there. I don't know for the hard half, the easy half. Oh, I got the other roller, don't I, in the back. That one should go easier. Yep. Oh, it went fine. Good. Yes, everything's all right. How are we looking over there? You know I can't see nothing. Ooh, I think we're at a point where I got to pay attention. All right, well, we're in the vicinity. We got to come forward. We definitely have to go up. Doesn't look like we have to go up as much as I thought. So let's just do it. What's going to happen? What could possibly go wrong? Was that Whalen's? He says that. I'm a name dropper today. It was just the videos I watch. High enough? I don't know. It's going so easy. I don't want to stop. I probably should stop. That's up there far enough. I would hurt something. I would break something, I think. See, I put that towel in there for no reason. All right. I don't know. It's just awkward. Did I mention that to you yet? It's awkward. Well, being that I can't see, we're going to go slow and easy. And we're just going to go till we bump into something. Oh, yeah. More bumps than floor. How's it look? Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. What do you think? Doesn't look as hard as I thought it would be, does it? I don't know what that noise is. Wheel's not happy. All right, where is the body mount? Right there. All right, about a foot forward, and keep going across. I'm telling you, it don't weigh that much. Like 600 or 800 pounds, maybe. I mean, it's a lot of weight, but what did we touch? But it ain't like crazy. A little far forward, are we? At least for now. You got to remember, anything I hit, there's just no real pressure on it. How you guys doing? Yeah, let's move you a little bit back. Let's make this a little safer, at least for you, huh? All right, it's almost there. Just usually when I do this stuff, it goes pretty good. Of course, when I'm on camera, it's a little more finicky. I need a little more finesse. I think we're going to have to go back and then creep back forward. Otherwise, we'll get hung up on something here. Although it's just rubber hoses, you know. Come on, it's almost right where it needs to be, isn't it? No, it's not. A little farther. I didn't mention cab mounts this video because it appears I have a half a set. I don't know. I'll look at it later. I have 3/4 ton. I call them bushings, but 3/4 ton body mounts, and I got half ton body mounts. And right now, I think all I have is 3/4 ton, but the front parts are the same as half. I don't remember all that little detail stuff. I think we can let her down right there. Or should I say, start letting it down right there. I was going to say this one don't drop real fast. I'm not going to say that just in case. No, it's a pretty good one. All right, let's see where we're at. We'll go to touch of something. Just touch. Come on. Oh, right there. I don't know what it touched. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have a lot of weight on it. It's just touching. So I'm going to try to line up the far body mount, which when you get here you can't see, but it's pretty close, I think. I'm not putting my head under there. I'm just looking. I actually went just a touch too far. Your way, that is. But again, we could wiggle it around a little bit when we get there. Let's come back just a touch. I said back a touch. Again, I'm touching something. So it'll just move over. Come on. Right there. Oof, okay, let's let her down. Let's quit all this and get it on the truck. We'll just get a little weight on the truck, or on the chassis, I'll say, and then we'll line things up a little better. I think I went too far again. Yeah, a little bit. Not bad. What I mean is your way. I just pull a little bit my way. There's where it goes. Now we can come down a little more. Again, just putting a little weight on it. There's the front. And we'll line it up and let it drop the back down. I almost think it's better now that I did it, with it being angled, because you can set it down and adjust things a little better. Where are we at? Looks like I got to go back what I would call my way. Just a little push, a little shove. It don't really want to do that, does it? Could be rubbing on something, I don't know. I knocked my body mount off. It's a good sign. I don't really need it in there. You can always jack it back up and put it in there. I think I got to come my way a touch more. You can't see nothing. Although it's not bad. We're almost there. I said that, but what do I know? This is going to be cool, people. It's starting to look like we're working on a truck. By golly, that's pretty much it. I think the back's got to go over while I let it down, but I can shimmy it back and forth a little bit. Let's get the weight down on her. We won't be happy till it's sitting flat on the truck. Come on, old girl. Right there, stop. So I can make my last adjustment back here. I know I'm crooked. Don't put your fingers in there. See that? It knows where it wants to be. Another body mount fell out. Just a rubber part, so no big deal. We'll put them on later. I said later again. All right, it's sitting down. That don't look right, does it? Something ain't right. Am I sitting? Oh, I got to come back. My mistake. To the rear. Take the weight back off. That's going to give us a lot of room up in our motor. Oh, nope. To the front. Did I say for rear? I meant to the front. Slide her forward. Come on. There we go. The side. There we go. Do I gotta go more? I want to set it down. Come on. I'm close to the box mounts. I gotta go forward a little more. Yeah, we're not gonna have the room in that motor that we thought. It's gonna be right though. I remember they were tucked in pretty tight. That little bit might have done it. I don't know. You can always manipulate it later. I know, enough of the laters, right? Well, we're closer. Can we set it down yet? I'm thinking we can. I know. Darren, hurry up. Watch this all day. Ooh, now that looks a lot better. She's on there. I think she's crooked though. But she's on there. Ooh, that sounded loud. Um, One exhaust, I'll show you. It appears that one of the exhaust pipes has got tons of room. The other one's got a little. I'm sitting crooked, aren't I? I make this look harder than it really is. Must be this one come off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something because it's sitting on there. It looks nose down. I know there's no rubber bushings under it. That will change, but it definitely looks nose down. But we are in line. This back one, I could probably put a bolt in. I do have a flat tire on that side that'll make it lean a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably as good as we're gonna get it right now. But it's on there. Yes, it is. A little more this way. Right there. Yeah, it looks crooked. Like I said, I got a flat rear and a half flat front, so it does angle a little bit. But you can see it better that way. We got it on there, folks. Let's give it a quick look. I'm going to leave the engine crane on there just so I can lift it up, put some bushings under there, and get the cab leveled out. I will get the right bushings ordered this week. Starting to look like a truck, isn't it? Not too shabby. Well, that was the goal this week. I told you I'd get it done, and well, I got her done. Starting to have a truck. So I'll order those front bushings, or excuse me, the motor. I can't talk now, I'm getting excited. I'll order the cab mounts in a full kit that comes with the radiator, core support mounts. The box set's pretty much on metal. I'll show you how to put a small amount of rubber on that when we put it together, just so we don't want any rattles. We don't like that metal on metal grinding. But we got the cab on. I'm going to get it settled in a little better. Get those bushings ordered in here, hopefully this week. I'm going to double check my exhaust. It looks like I'm a little close right here. I like to put my pinky through there. I don't quite have pinky room on that one. So I could readjust it. I can show you. Or I can do some heat management, wrap it, because it's only at this one little spot. I don't know, white paint, flashy on the camera. This one spot right here is a little, monkey around my camera. It's just a little tighter than I like right in this spot. The other side's fine. There's plenty of room. I could do some things. Basically, I'd have to cut this pipe and twist it a little bit to get it farther away, but I'll look at how close it is. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Odds are I'm just going to wrap it with some of that header wrap just to keep the heat off that little corner right there, metal. It's not going to melt anything. That's on there pretty good. And at this point, this is where it gets, I think it's fun. Everybody's opinion is a little different on fun. But once I get the cab kind of set right, I can come in here, I'll take that off later. Start figuring, I said later like 5 times. Start figuring out where this is like the booster pump for power brakes. I start fishing through and finding out where my cables all go, wiring, all that. Start getting rid of this stuff a little bit. That's probably going to get mounted to the fender. But I can get a little look at it when we get the cab mounts and the core support mounts, which again, a week, maybe 2 at top. Sorry about that. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Everything's painted together, painted and ready. I do need inner fenders too, I forgot. But at any rate, we can put the core support on, we can start putting inner fenders on, tighten up our wires, get some hoses on, radiator in, fenders on, cowl on. We can put glass in this thing. It'll start looking like a truck. This is an exciting day. I'm waiting a long time to even get it here. But that's our short bed 1968 C10 in bright white. Folks, thanks for coming along and watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much or more than I did. Next week, my next plan is, now that I got this up here, I was worried about, maybe scratching something. But even now, without fenders in it, you still have the capability of painting really good Can't get in here on an assembled truck. So we didn't lock ourselves out. I can paint the surround on the window. I can get the top painted, let that start drying. So progress, the fun stuff has begun. See you guys in a week. Again, I can't tell you now. Oh, Rob, thanks for joining us. I didn't bring my list. So Rob's one of the people that joined. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everybody that subscribed to my channel. You guys are great. Take care.